this week. Whoa. What's going on in here? What's happening in here? What's this? Red light? Do I need to call security? What's going on? What's this? Some kind of a stunt. Who's pulled this off? What's this? Zerdy fans, what have you been up to? A little readery. Just quickly before I go any further, Indigo C1, Rumble, that's what I'll be when they kick me out of all the social media sites. So, good morning, Absurdity fans. If I find out that any of you knew about this and you were trying to keep it from me. So we had Apollo 10, didn't we? They did the 180. Remember? They did a 180, a spontaneous 180, and they brought it back around. And I said, how on earth could they have done that? Where did they learn to train? That was kind of our go-to. It was a step back, right? An addition to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and moon buggies. But then I got thinking last night, which is what I do. René Descartes, thinker, I think, therefore I am. Okay? Now, I have backtracked quite a couple, because I went, Apollo 9, I wonder. Apollo 8, I wonder. Apollo 7, it flew. It didn't go out of Earth's atmosphere. Stayed local, okay, with the pigeons. That was in October 1968. It wasn't a Saturn V. From here onwards, it was. December 1968, Apollo 8 orbited the moon 10 times. Again, Absurdity fans, if I find out that you knew about this, Apollo 9, on the 9th of March, 1969. Come out, Apollo 9, where are you? Orbited the moon 151 times. Alexa, how many times did Apollo 9 orbit the moon, please?
From Apollo11space.com. In 1969, on March 13th, Apollo 9 returned to Earth after 151 orbits, 10 days, 1 hour, and 1 minute.
Say again. 151 orbits. Michael Collins was up there for 30 on his own. Thought he was some kind of hero, right? Times that by 5, all right? The three of them were in there. 151 orbits. Listen, you often hear me say it's about common sense, right? It's the facts that go with something, the evidence, you know, the reading between the lines. Absurdity fans, seriously, right? So the first people to orbit the moon were the 3 crew in Apollo 8, December 1968. Right? Oh, if only we could talk to them to see how they took it. Just so happens, right? Especially especially for y'all. Now, I've spoken to a few of you before about human nature, human behaviour. I do feel I am actually quite in tune with quite a lot of human behaviour. The way people act, why they act the way they do, if they're lying, if they're uncomfortable. I can kind of read a lot of things like a book. But I don't think many people would need too many reading skills, people reading skills, to see what you're about to see. This only goes for about 1.5 minutes. And then I will go and prepare some more speed of light absurdities.
From CBS New York in color, Face the Nation, a spontaneous and unrehearsed news interview with the Apollo 8 astronauts.
We love
Colonel
spontaneous.
Frank Borman, the command pilot of the mission. Captain James Lovell, who has logged more hours in space than any other man. And Lieutenant Colonel William Anders, for whom the trip to the moon was his first voyage into space.
You three gentlemen were the first men to escape from the Earth, so to speak. Is there, I'm sure you're going to be asked this over and over again, but I think everybody wonders about it. Is there some kind of a psychological wrench when you see the Earth actually receding, when you're alone in the universe and the only spot in the whole visible universe is an Earth which is so distant that it looks like, as I believe one of you said, like a quarter or something of that sort? Is there some kind of a feeling which might seriously affect people who are not like you, trained, experienced? In other words, if you had a passenger aboard who were not so busy, would he really feel a wrench?
I give you real. Now. Y'all can carry on with this charade, but you're not lying to me. You're lying to yourselves and to the rest of the world. I'll be back later on with some speed of light propaganda.